Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your January 2021 love reading. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season and Happy New Year. As far as personal readings go, I'm actually going to be bringing those back sometime in January, so when I do start them up, I'll make an update in the community section of the channel. And also, thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. As far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread, and the way it works is the cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest, cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. These are the past energies, present energies, future energies. Once we get through all those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards with some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, and on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so if you feel more like the cards on the right side represent your energy and the cards on the left is the other person's, trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, past energy on your side, we have the Ace of Coins. So I could see this playing out a couple different ways. On the one hand, it could just be saying that you might have saw potential in the connection, but you weren't really expressing that. Because with the ace energies, I always say that there's something that's more in the mind as opposed to something that's actually playing out. So that's one way I could see it. Another way I could see this playing out too is, to me, this looks like a gate, right? So it could have just been saying that you might have had your walls up and you could have been a bit closed off toward this person. And really, it could have been a mixture of the two, where you might have saw the potential in them, but you weren't really opening up to them at the same time because, you might have been a little guarded toward them. Past energy on their side, we have the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy, Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy, and the Stars, which is Aquarius energy. So on the one hand, I could say that maybe this person has a very independent streak, or at least maybe in the past they did, and that could have possibly been why you might have had your walls up around this person. But with this showing up here, I feel like this is saying that with time they might have actually extended an offer to you, or possibly you to them. But given what I'm seeing in your past position, it's more likely that they were the ones who extended the offer to you. So coming out of that energy that might have been perceived as a bit more scattered and actually coming forward with something more tangible toward you. And then I feel like it might not have gone over with you guys too well, because again, I just get that energy that you guys were feeling guarded in the past. So they might have just made the offer and decided, you know what, I'll just leave it up to fate. So it might have been a one-time thing where they expressed themselves and then like, okay, it is what it is, right? I said what I had to say. We'll see what happens. And for some of you with this showing up here, this could even just be saying that karmically that was something that they were supposed to experience, having to learn to take their time with something. So that's what I'm seeing there. Present energy on your side, we have the Queen of Coins. So this is actually the court card for Capricorn, which is your fifth house, but at the same time, of course, it's that Saturnian energy. So it could see this going a couple different ways too. For one, it looks like you're a bit more open, right? So if we look at that, like I said, I get that energy of seeing the potential there, but being very guarded around it, a bit closed off toward the person. Here we see a bit of openness, but also I feel like the body language there is communicating like a take it or leave it vibe, like, hey, yeah, I'm totally opening up, but I'm totally good to be by myself too, So it's like that slowly opening up energy. This could also just be saying that this past energy of yours could have just been because your mind might have been so focused on finances. And maybe now that you've achieved a certain level of success and comfort within your finances, maybe now because of that, you're becoming a bit more open toward the connection. But again, I still feel like that independent streak there too. All right. Present energy on their side, we have the Ace of Wands. So, just like I said with the Ace in the past in your position, I don't necessarily see this as taking action, but again, it definitely does show at the very least that there is definitely desire there on this person's part toward you, and at the very least, the desire to want to start over again. So again, like I said, if they might have made an offer to you in the past and maybe it didn't go over too well, maybe now that they're seeing your energy opening up a bit, they might want to try again as well. So that's what I see there. You guys gonna have Venus in your fifth house for a pretty good chunk of January, so that could be part of what brings that energy out as well. All right, and future energy on your side, we have Justice. So this is actually Libra energy here. And I feel like this is again saying that there's a slow progression on your part, that you're, slowly opening up to the connection, and possibly now you're at the point where you're feeling a little bit more comfortable about moving towards something more stable with this person as well. And again, it's not lost on me the fact that this is Libra energy, which is your second house. So again, I feel like this could have been something tied into finances in some way, saying that, maybe you were just so focused on finances, you might have just been putting the connection on the back burner. Now you've gotten to a certain level of success, and now you're like, okay, now I can balance those two. Like, all right, I'm where I'm at, where I want to be financially. I'm a little bit more comfortable with that. Okay, now I could put more energy into the connection. And the future energy on their side, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is Gemini energy here. So I feel like this is just saying, if I'm looking at this as a overall story, I would say that I feel like this almost represents the energy they might have been in as you were coming from that energy. Meaning that, when you guys come with the Justice energy, that's probably going to take them out of this Nine of Swords energy. But I feel like this is just saying they might be stuck in their head around the connection, maybe not sure how you're feeling toward them. So with that Justice card, I do feel like you will be expressing yourselves a bit more. But that's why I'm feeling like the Nine of Swords is basically saying that this is probably a reaction to your Ace of Coins and Queen of Coins energy in the past. So I feel like this will be an energy they naturally come out of with that Justice energy coming from your side. But yeah, this is what this shows to me, is that, this person's probably been stuck in their head around the connection. Again, especially if they did make an offer to you in the past and it didn't go over well, they might still have you on their mind or whatever, but they might not know exactly, what your feelings are toward them. And bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Nine of Coins. So this is actually a Virgo energy here. The middle 10 degrees of Virgo usually represents an independent streak as well, but having a certain level of success with your finances, feeling content with that, and generally speaking, that energy tends to bring more things your way too. So that could be representing the openness of your energy as well there too, right? And with the birds, that could represent communication as well. So again, like I said, I feel like you guys have just gotten to a certain level of comfort to now maybe where you're being a bit more open in other areas of life. But also, again, like I said, the independent streak is definitely sticking out to me as well. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Four of Wands. So this is Aries energy here, and usually represents, a level of stability as well, building together, and that passionate, lucky type vibe. So I feel like this is saying, obviously, they do have an attraction to you. They do see the potential for commitment. But again, like I said, it looked like the approaches between the two of you, the timing could have just been off, basically. All right, so moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see if we get anything from the Aqua Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck before I started recording, but what we're going to be looking for is just some jumpers as far as unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while without any cards coming up, then I'll just take that as a sign to move on to the next deck. But sometimes we get some extra messages here that could be helpful. So we'll see if we get anything. All right, nothing coming up on your side, so we'll see if we get anything from their side. Nope, got one there. Okay, we'll see what it has to say. All right. Let's get it to focus. There we go. It says broken. The damage has already been done, and I don't know how to pick the pieces up. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything major happened between the two of you, you know? Like I said, on the one hand here in the past, it does look like they probably did extend themselves to you, but I did get that vibe that you guys probably had your wall up, and like I said, I feel like they just decided at that point, all right, I'll leave it to fate, basically. And then with the Nine of Swords, I do see definitely some anxiety there, you know, but I don't think it's necessarily to the extent of where they're feeling like broken or anything, you know, but so I don't know. I guess you have to take that one with a grain of salt. I guess you guys will know. Obviously, it is a general reading, so for some of you that might resonate more than others. But yeah, I don't see it as like a major thing. Might maybe possibly a blow to the ego for them, you know, but nothing huge. All right, and lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here, and same situation as far as I did pre-shuffle this deck, and here we'll just be looking for one card though with general advice. We'll wrap up. Oh, there we go. Okay. We have Come to the Edge. There's the artwork, and the number is 36. Okay, it says courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. The Oracle's message. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. So an interesting message there, and it's funny because it's almost like the two of you are transferring energy, you know, to where like I feel like this person in the past might have been the ones who were a bit more impulsive and open in that way, whereas you guys are more closed off. And now it looks like they're almost taking on a bit more of that energy, whereas you guys are getting more open as time goes along. But hopefully that resonated with you. And the relationship message says it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You'll be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods, and they will deliver what you truly desire. So, pretty positive message there as well. And I will say, like I said, we're going to have Venus in your sign for a pretty good part of January, and then also Mars will be moving into Taurus, which is your ninth house, and it'll meet up with Uranus. So that might give you guys a bit more of that bold, courageous streak as well. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there. Once again, like I said, hopefully you guys are having a good holiday season and a happy new year. I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.